Gold, gold, gold. Where are you going next? Bullish, bearish, going nowhere. In today's weekly gold report, I take a look at the technical analysis to see if I can unravel the picture some more and find some future direction for the price of gold. Hello, I'm Stephen Ho, trader and founder of The Stop Hunter. So before we can carry on, a risk warning for you to pay close attention to. The content in this video is not investment advice, so please seek the advice, help of financial professionals or financial advisors before investing and trading. And trading and investing involves a high degree of risk and your money is at risk, so be very careful. So with that out the way, let's get on with the analysis. First up, we've got the weekly line chart for gold, and we can see that lovely trend up through 2019 all the way up to mid 2020, the summertime, those highs just over $2,000. Then that slight pullback down to March, April time of 2021. Then it's been sort of going nowhere for most of this year. In between that 1687, 1839.40 range, which is two Fibonacci lines with noise both around 61.8 and 78.6 lines. Just a little turn around in the price as it looks to be more bullish in the shorter term, but it's really got to get through that, like I say, 1840 level before it can think about getting up to the 2000s on a longer term chart. To the downside, like I said, we've got that support around 1687, 1690. Then it drops down to like 1580 and then 1440, 1480 after that. But at the moment, looking pretty neutral and sideways in the sort of medium to longer term. So let's dive into a bit of technical analysis sentiment here. And on this chart, we've got at the bottom seasonality, and in the middle there, the red and black lines are the commitment of traders data that we like to look at. At the bottom then, seasonality, all pretty neutral, starts to head sort of a bit weakish into November and down into December, and then picks up into the new year, but at the moment pretty neutral. The red line we don't use here for the purpose of trading and the analysis. That's the large commercials. I like to use the index above that. That's black line, that's the large speculators, and that should sync up with the price movement. As we can see there recently, it just popped up above the 10 line, which I like to see to indicate some more bullish sentiment going on, and it's, like I said, tallied on with the current price rise up to just under 1800 and those moving average lines there in the longer term, and that's on the Heikin-Ashi chart there. So at the moment slightly bullish in the shorter term, but if you look at the trend overall there, a bit more neutral. So heading into the daily Heikin-Ashi chart, we can see right at the bottom the signals currently, the bottom two lines there, both bullish in the shorter term. That middle line there, the red with the black moving average line through it, that's volatility, still pretty low and trading under its longer term average, so nothing really picking up there to indicate any more violent swing in the price, and volume is trading also under its longer term moving average, so again nothing too exciting there. And if we head straight into the price action, we've got two standard deviation regression, the pink and the blue lines there. It's hovering around the mean, the middle there, and it's just entering back into our box setup and reversing more, say, towards a more neutral position, looking like it's got to get through 1800 sort of area before it can start to pick up a bit more maybe bullish momentum. But that top part of the band around 1850, 1860, the regression of lines there might prove some sort of resistance point and a possible turning point for the price to go back down. So it's one to watch there, but overall pretty neutral with a slight tinge of bullishness to it. So on the Renko chart, both signals at the bottom bullish. The trend has been down for really most of the summer. starting to recover a little bit. Now I've used a $5 block size here for shorter term swing action, and we can see that turn, and we currently have a buy signal in our block band set up there as it breaks out of the action and heads towards that longer term moving average, which it's sort of sitting around right at the 1800 level. So if you can get through that, then 1840, 1850 could be the next stop. And like I said, that from the Heikin Ashi chart, that could be a key point to watch out for. Bit of resistance maybe in the action. And again, if it can break up through there, highs around that 1900 could be the next target, and onwards and upwards if it can get there through 1930, 1970. And don't know if this is going to happen anytime soon, but from the Fibonacci, the pure technicals, that longer term target, 2070, 2080. To the downside, we've got a lot of support around 1730. We've had a couple of bounces back there in price action, so it hasn't really wanted to go low in there for most of the summertime until now. And if it does break down there, we had lows around 1700, they could be tested, and if it breaks, we've got another Fibonacci line 1650 to 1630, which could prove another settling point to the price before thinking where it might go next. But in the short term, very short term, it's been slightly bullish, but really it's just back into neutrality at the moment. So based purely on the technicals, I'm afraid I can't shift my longer term opinion of gold outside of that neutral bracket. Yes, it's a bit more bullish in the short term, but it's really not doing anything too exciting. A lot of neutrality throughout the Heikin Ashi and the Renko, and for that matter of fact those supporting seasonality and COT bits of data that we used earlier in the video. Now if we focus in on the targets, upside, yes, it's not too bad, 1.5, 2.25 to 1 if you're being a bit more aggressive. Downside, quite similar sort of numbers, 1.4 and 2.41, suggesting to me it's a bit of no man's land in either direction. So it's a case of watching those technicals, timing them in with your strategy, or marrying that into some key bit of fundamental information that's going to give it a kick up the pants and get it going one way or the other. But at the moment, pretty much neutral. So sorry to all the viewers out there, I can't really get that excited about gold at the moment, and especially when I'm weighing it up against other opportunities like US stocks or cryptocurrencies or some of the other commodities at the moment, some of the other metals or crude oils. Then gold really is looking a bit bleak, a bit dull and a bit uninteresting at the moment. It really needs something special to happen to it to get it sort of rolling in the future. Let me know what you think of that analysis in the comments below. Where do you think the price is going next? Bullish, bearish, nowhere? Do you trade it? Again, let me know in those comments below. And if you've liked today's technical analysis and want to learn more, I'll put a link in the description below. And if you've liked today's video, please give us the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell buttons to receive future notification of content I'm going to make just like this. And all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, good luck with the trading, and I'll see you in the next video.